Hi guys, happy whatever day today is. I don't even know what is today. Wednesday, Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for being here. We are going to work a little bit on twisting today. Play this video if you want to work on our arm balance or arm balance series rather. That starts today at side crow. We'll be working a lot on twisting and detoxing our body. That will help you get into that pose. But also, twisting is really great for your internal organs. Think of like a wet rack. And when you are twisting your body, you are physically detoxing the inner organs, which I think we can all use a little detox right now. So a couple different ways for you to twist. You can find twisting poses on your spine. You can find twisting poses seated, and you can find twisting poses standing. So we'll work through a lot of those together. Go ahead and make your way down to your mat. We'll start on our backs in Shavasana. You are welcome. So when you're ready, go ahead and get cozy. I'm going to get some music started, and I will post that playlist after this video ends for you to have and store if you like it. So yeah, get comfortable, cozy on your spine. Take up space on your mat. Maybe even extend the arms out to the side. Palms flipping up. Think about opening up your heart space to receive. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. I'll give you a couple moments to get settled in while I get our music started. Right away, start to notice your breath. Don't try to control it just yet. Just start to notice the natural pace of the in and the out. Let yourself arrive to your mat and start to settle into your space, preparing for your practice. Couple more rounds of breath, easy in, and gentle out. One more here, breath in, fill up. Open mouth, sigh, release. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And gently begin to roll out your ankles and your wrists. Let's take a full body stretch. Pretend this is the very first time you're waking up today. I like to interlace my fingers and press my palms back. Really stretching through the sides, through the back, through the front of your body. Maybe draw the ankles together and point the toes towards the horizon of your mat. Take a big breath in. And an open mouth exhale. Releasing your hands down by your sides. One at a time, bend the knees, bringing your heel directly underneath the kneecap. Now take one of your hands and place it underneath your low back. You likely have some space there. I'd like you to try to take that space out. So if you need to adjust a little bit, we want to tilt the hips up towards our face so that we can press the low back down into the mat. Now take both of your hands and wrap them around the low rib cage. So you should feel your lower ribs. We'll take a couple more rounds of breath here together. I want you to think about pressing out into your palms as you breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel that expansion. Exhale maybe for 8. Let that exhale be long, soft, slow. Calming the nervous system as you start to prepare for your practice. This is a great breath technique to utilize if you are feeling anxious or stressed. Let's do it one more time. Inhale for 4. Feel your ribs expanding to the side. Exhale for 8 or as long as you can. Slow breath out through your mouth. Removing the hands from the ribs, go push your arms with your palms facing up towards the sky. Fingernails pressing down, elbows in line with the shoulders. We'll walk the feet a little bit wider to the long edges of our mat, and we'll just start to take some gentle windshield wipers in the legs. Drop both of the knees to the left. And then to the right. So we're finding our first twist on our spine. We'll hold it here and 2 more rounds. Beautiful. Knees come up towards the sky. Let them fall to the left and hold there. Maybe you stay. Maybe you bring your ankle or heel to the top of the thigh. Please avoid placing your foot directly on the knee. Gaze can be up at the ceiling or to the opposite side of the knees for that counter twist in the spine. Breathe in, receive. Open mouth, release what no longer serves. I know that's kind of cliche, but it works. Release the foot if it is on top of the thigh. Gaze towards the sky. Knees point up towards the ceiling, and then just gently drop your knees in the opposite direction. Staying here if this is enough. Adding on if you'd like more. Maybe you start to gaze to the left. Think about the ribs as you breathe. I know it's a little bit harder to find that full breath in a twist, but see if you can try to press the ribs out to the side. Breathe in. Slow. Breathe out. Releasing your foot from thigh if you have it. Knees draw up towards the sky. Go ahead and shorten your stance, drawing the heels underneath the knees. Lifting one foot at a time, drawing the knees in towards your face. Maybe the hands come to the top of the shins or behind the knees. We'll take a little sway from side to side. Feeling a nice massage on the low spine. And then when you feel ready to move a little bit grander, we'll start to rock and roll the length of our spine. Take some time here, guys. Really massage out the entire length from shoulder blades to tailbone. And we'll meet in a comfortable seat. I'm going to set myself up in Sukhasana if that feels okay to you. Blanket or block underneath the sits bones to elevate the hips. If they're feeling a little tight, let the shoulders slide down. Now I'm going to turn to the side again, you guys, so you can see me. Same thing that I talked about yesterday. We want to try to stack the head over the ribs and the ribs over the pelvic bowl. So that alignment and stacking of your spine will help you deepen the twist a little bit more. If you're rounding as you try to twist, you're automatically going to have less mobility. So sit up nice and tall. Root the tailbone down. Slightly lift the chest. Crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. Let your arms fall down by your sides. Flip your palms forward. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, twist over the right thigh, cover the palms an inch away from the ground. Now lengthen, really root the tailbone down, and then deepen the twist, maybe gaze over the right shoulder. If you want a little more, thumb comes to your low spine, palm can rest on the knee or on the thigh, twist deeper. Breathe in. Stay, breath out. Arms come high, reset, find that length, breathe in. Exhale, twist, opposite direction. Cover the palms an inch away from the ground to start. That's going to teach you to find that lift and that length through the spine. Breathe in, get a little taller. Exhale, deepen that twist. You're twisting from the space right above the navel. Maybe release your back hand. Draw your thumb as close to your sacrum as you can. Palm resting on knee or thigh, twist deeper. Big breath in. Hold it, breathe out. Nice, you guys. Unwind, arms come high. We're going to roll forward and come onto our shins, uncross the legs, and move into a tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over the knees. This is your time, guys. Close your eyes, soften the gaze. Just start to move in ways that feel good. Maybe that's lateral, moving side to side. Maybe start to barrel Ribs over the pelvic bowl. Draw that low belly up and in. Extend the right leg behind you. Rotate your pinky toe down. We'll take the toes to the back left corner of the mat. Release the ball mound of the toes into the earth. Now we're going to deepen the lateral stretch. We're stretching out the side bodies to prepare for more twisting. Gaze over the left shoulder. Press your ribs to the right. Breathe in. And stay for your breath out. Gaze between the palms. Draw the belly in. Lift the leg. We'll release that knee down. Take the same thing second side. Left leg extends behind you. Rotate the pinky toe down. Belly's drawing up and in. Stay strong through the core. Draw the foot to the opposite side. Releasing the foot down. We're going to gaze over the right shoulder. Press the ribs to the left. Hold for one more round of breath. Feeling that stretch through the rib cage. Little puffs of air into each one of the rib bones. Release the gaze first. Hover the foot. Meet me back in neutral tabletop. Let's get moving, guys. Flip your toes. Pike your hips. Downward facing dog. Take some movement here if you need it. Notice the back line of your legs, your heels, your ankle, your hamstrings. If you're feeling tight there, bend the knees to accommodate. And then start to press the hamstrings back so you'll take some pressure off the wrist. Lifting through the chest. Draw the belly in. Soften belly towards thighs. Long spine here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift your heels, bend your knees, gaze forward. Meet me at the top of your mat for a forward fold. Maybe a little ragdoll feels good. Maybe you find chest expansion to open up through chest and shoulders. Maybe interlace the hands behind the head. Biceps next to your ears, hang heavy. If you want movement, maybe start to sway side to side or forward and back. Release the hands down, tucking chin to chest, slow, one vertebra at a time. We rise, reach the hands up with you, breathe in, grow tall. Exhale, twist to the right. You're going to draw the right fingertips forward and then behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades, breathe in. And stay, breathe out. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, twist opposite direction. Toby looks concerned over here. Breathe in, reach up. Cactus arms, breathe out. Inhale, reach it up, grow tall. Hands through heart, hinge and fold, take it down. Plant the palms, guys, step it back, high plank pose. Option to keep your knees down. We're holding here for 30 seconds. Start to build that fire in the core. Low belly's pulling in, heels are over your toes, legs are strong, hamstrings press up. Press down through your palms. Chin off the chest, please. Breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. Let's do that one more time. This time we'll add in the chaturanga if you want it. Lift your heels, bend the knees, look forward. Arrive top of space. Halfway lift. Exhale, hinge, fold. Root through your feet, rise, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach it up. Find some depth in your twist. Maybe gaze over your fingers. Breathe in. Inhale, reach it up. Take a back bend and do the Vinyasa if that feels good. Inhale, rise. Hands through heart, hinge and fold. Take it down. Halfway lift, reset. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Here it is, chaturanga if you want it. If you don't, skip it. Hinge forward if you're taking it. Low plank, lower down. Uncurl your toes, up dog, slide the shoulders down, keep your belly in. Roll over the toes, pike the hips, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Stay, breath out. One more time, inhale, fill it up. Open mouth, sigh that out. All right, guys, let's keep moving. Lift the heels, bend the knees. All right, top of space, walk, step, or jump. Half lift, get long. And exhale, hinge and fold. All right, y'all, I'm turning to the side so you can see me. We're rising to a chair pose. Arms come high, biceps next to the ears. Belly's drawing in just like yesterday. Think of pulling the ribs back towards the spine and then sit a little bit lower. Keep reaching through your arms. Think of a slope, one long line from top of head to tailbone. Hold it here, breathe in. Sit a little lower, breathe out. We'll take our twist here. Right fingertips forward and then behind you. Try to keep the knees pointed straight forward. Open up the chest. Think about where that twist is coming from. It's coming from your ribs. Inhale, reach it up. Stay low in the legs. Exhale, twist it left. Fly, open. Big breath in. Maybe sit a little deeper breath out. Inhale, rise, mountain pose. Reach it up. Anubhatasana, cactus arms. Inhale, rise. Hands through heart, hinge and fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, take it back. Chaturanga. Chaturanga is always optional. If it's not feeling good today, leave it out, no big whoop. I'll meet you in down dog. All right, you guys, inhale, send your right leg high. Bend your knee, scorpion pose, stack the hips. So here it's okay to rotate the hips, but try to press the shoulder down. Point your kneecap up towards the sky. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Maybe you take some movement here. Circle out the knee. Circle out the ankle. Extend and bend the leg. Now close your hip off. Drop it down in line with your left. Extend the right leg behind you. Breathe in. Tiger knee to nose. Breathe out. Inhale, get lunge. Exhale, tiger. Release the foot underneath your face. Keep the back knee lifted if you can. We're going to take a twist here. Keep the left hand rooted down, right hand reaches up towards the sky. Rotating from the ribs. Crown of head reaches forward. Take your hand and place it on the low back. You'll feel if that right hip or left hip rather is dipping down. Try to lift it up in line with the right. Re-extend your arm, keeping that long spine. Then maybe twist a little deeper. Breath in. Hold it. Breathe out. Nice, you guys. We're going to take this into a side plank, so listen to my cues. Your left hand will plant down. We're going to rotate open towards a fallen warrior. Toe heel, your right foot back, coming into a modified side plank. Try to lift the hips. And then we're going to stack our legs, one on top of the other. Hike your hips up towards the sky. Hold for the breath in. Draw the belly back. Stay for the breath out. Release. Meet me in the top of a push-up. Take the chaturanga or leave it out. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. All right, let's get to it, guys. Opposite side, lift your heel high. Scorpion, bend the knee, stack your hip. You can stay here still, or try to press your right heel down a little bit more to stretch to the back of the leg, or start to find some movement if that feels good. One more round of breath. Level off the hips. The leg will lower. That's okay. Breathe in. Tiger, knee to nose. Breathe out. Strong breath, guys. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Pause here. Lift that knee a little higher. We're going to plant the foot underneath our face. Set it up. Knee over ankle. Chest is reaching forward. Belly is strong. All right, let's take the twist. Plant the palm. We'll reach the hand up towards the sky. Pull your belly off of the thigh. Take your hand to low back. You'll feel if the pelvis is not level. Lift the right hip up. Squeeze your hip in and press it back. Re-engage your arm over your head. Lengthen. Think about reaching the crown of the head forward. Hold for the breath in. Stay right here. Breathe out. All right, we're going to take our fallen warrior to side plank. Plant the palm. We're going to rotate onto the blade edge of the feet. I love the stretch on the hip. It feels so juicy. Maybe you hold it here. Maybe you start to move with me. If you're moving, we're going to toe heel the left foot back, coming into a side plank variation. Press your hips up. Firm down through your hand. We start to hover the foot. Reach it back. Side plank pose. You are so strong here. Fly your arms. Pull the belly in. Pike the hips a little higher. Exhale, release. High to low plank, chaturanga. I'll meet you in your dog. One more time. Breathe in. Exhale, pike your hips. Breathe out. Couple rounds of breath here. If you'd like to drop down to the knees, grab a sip of water, wipe your sweat, whatever you need to do. Couple more rounds of breath. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Inhale, breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, send the right heel high to the sky. Scorpion pose, stack your hip. Inhale, get long. Knee to nose round. Release your foot, find your lunge. We'll add on this time, guys. Plant the left palms and the right hand high. Take your twist. Big breath in. Stay, breathe out. Fallen warrior, rotate to the blade edge of the feet. Toe heel that right foot back. Side plank modification, you can hold it here or start to lengthen your leg behind you, hiking the hips up towards the sky. Big breath in. High plank pose, listen. Downward facing dog. Send the heel high, right leg again. Knee to nose, shift forward. Step through the palms. Now we're going to open straight away to warrior two. Spin the back foot parallel to the ground. Windmill the hands and rise. Strong in your warrior. Gazes forward over that front middle finger. Settle in here. If you need a little movement, take a couple rounds of breath. And then think about that same alignment. Your shoulders should be directly over the hips. Notice that you're popping the booty out. Tuck it underneath you. You're going to feel a little pull in the hip flexors. Your back foot can be slightly angled in. Tee out the arms. Settle into your lunge. Soften the shoulders down. One more round of breath. We're going to work those obliques, guys, the side bodies. Hinge forward. Reach all 10 of your fingertips towards my voice as if you're holding a giant beach ball. Stay strong through your legs. Chin is off the chest. Belly's drawing back. Breathe in. Breathe out. We'll start to pulse. Lift it up. 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 You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold steady. I know you're burning. Me too. Rise. Warrior two. Breathe in. Exhale. Windmill your hands. Right foot meets your left. High plank. Now take your transition. Chaturanga. All right, guys. 2 legs, 2 sides. Let's get to it. Send your left heel high. Scorpion, stack your hip. Inhale for length. Tiger knee to nose. Low lunge. Plant the foot. We take the twist. We're moving into that side plank. Any version works. If you want to stay in the fallen warrior, stay right here. Modified side plank. You can toe heel the foot back. Right here, try to pike the hips up. And then maybe you take it into your side plank. Breathe in. Exhale, plant the palm. Downward facing dog. Same heel, rise. release the kneecap down and uncurl the back toes. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Come to your proud pigeon first. You'll know what adjustments you need to make. Look over the right shoulder. You're looking for level hips. Look over the left shoulder. Your toes, your heel, your ankle in line with the left hip. Meet your gaze. You can stay right here and stay lifted. You can hinge a little bit more, coming down to your forearms. You can release the forehead all the way down. I like to extend my arms forward, spider tipping my fingers. Plug in the shoulders back and feeling that stretch to the side bodies. Four rounds of breath. Let your body settle in. Close the eyes, soften the gaze. Just be here with your breath. All right, guys. 2 more rounds and we'll start to move. One more, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Slowly rise. If you're on your forearms, start to press back up to the hands. We're gonna slide the wrists underneath the shoulders. Re-engage the back leg. So you're gonna lift the kneecap up. Send the right heel high to the sky, 3-leg dog. Maybe shake that leg out a little bit. And then I'll meet you in downward facing. Breath in. Settle. Breathe out. Left leg high, 3-leg dog. Tiger, knee to nose. Shift it forward. Stay strong here. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tiger. Release the foot underneath your face. Sweep the fingertips forward and rise. Crescent high lunge pose. Shoulders are over the hips. And slide them down. Don't worry about plugging them into the sockets, right? When you reach for something, you don't plug the shoulder down to reach for it. But let them be soft here. Giving the neck some space to breathe. Chin is slightly lifted off the chest, stacking your head over your ribs. We're going to take our twist. Reach your left fingertips forward and then behind you, opening up to the side. Same thing here, try to lean back just a little bit so you're getting the shoulders stacked over the hips. Re-engage the lunge in the front leg if you come out of it as you shift back. So your knees directly over your heel. Squeeze the back shoulder in towards the spine and extend your front fingertips forward. Maybe gaze back. All right, we'll start to deepen. Hands to heart. We're going to hinge it forward, releasing the elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Remember, fist and palm if those wrists are tender. We're on them a lot, so maybe give them a little break here, or you can press the fist together. Now think about pressing your thigh into the elbow and the elbow back into the thigh, lifting that right hip up. A little bit of engagement in the glute. Belly is staying strong and lifted off the thigh. Reach the crown of the head forward. Take a big breath in. Feel your ribs expanding to the sides. Open mouth side out. One more time, breathe in. This time as you exhale, go ahead and plant the palms down to the inside arch of the left foot. Toe heel that foot out to a 45-degree angle. We're coming into our lizard variation. You can stay lifted. You can drop down to the knee, the forearms, whatever's feeling juicy and good. Find some sensation here. We'll take about 4 to 6 rounds of breath. Notice if you're holding on, can you soften? Maybe it's the brow, the jaw. Maybe it's the breath. Maybe you let those hips sink down just a little bit more. You guys, we're doing a lot of twisting today. Just make sure you drink a lot of water. You're flushing a ton of toxins out of your organs, so you just want to rinse that out. Same thing as like when you get a massage. 2 more rounds of breath, and then we'll take it all the way to the opposite side for our pigeon. Almost forgot my favorite part. Press back up to the hands if you're on the forearms. We're going to take the heel of the palm and slide it back as close to the hip crease as you can. Then try to straighten the elbow by pressing the thigh away from you, and you'll start to roll onto the blade edge of the foot. At the same time, you're leaning the chest back. Just help yourself deepen the stretch in the hips. One more time, breath in. Sigh that out. All right, now we'll take it to our pigeon. Go ahead and release the hands down. Please re-engage the back toes and lift the knee up while you adjust your front foot. You're going to toe heel that foot all the way to the opposite side of the mat, and then drop the left knee in line with the left wrist. So you guys, the side of your body is going to feel very different. Settle in and make those adjustments as you need them. Gaze over the shoulder, level off the hips. So notice here if your butt cheek is reaching down to the ground, you're creating this curve in the low back. You're tilting the pelvis rather. So we want to level out the pelvis by lifting that hip up. Gaze over the right shoulder, your toes, your heel, your ankle in line with the hip. Gaze forward. You can stay here. Maybe start to drop down to the forearm. See how that feels. If it's feeling good and you want to lower, maybe drop the forehead down. You can rest your hand on your fists. Or again, I'm going to reach my fingertips forward, spider tip. It's okay for the forehead to hover, plug your shoulders back. Pressing the left hip crease back, you'll feel your right hip slide forward. Feeling that length through the sides of your bodies. One more time, breathe in for me. Exhale your air, let it go. Release the palms. Start to slide them underneath the shoulders. Re-engage the back leg. Lift the knee, press down through the hands. Send your leg high, three-leg dog. Shake it out if you need to. Just get some fresh blood rolling through. I'll meet you in downward facing. All right, guys. We're taking it to chair one more time. Lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward. Arrive to the top of your space. Halfway lift. Head over ribs, ribs over pelvic bowl. Your core is strong. You're shifting the weight slightly forward into the balls of your feet, finding alignment of hip over ankle. Forward fold, breathe out. Big toes can touch or draw your feet to hip width distance apart. Let's rise. Chair pose. We're going to find a prayer twist here. If you would like to move into side crow, I'll give you that option. If you want to leave it out, just hold the twist. Or maybe take a different arm variation. All right, guys. I'm going to move to the side. Palms connect. Hands come to the heart. Slide the shoulders down. Now think about hinging out of the crease of the hip. So not the waist. You're hinging from the hip crease so that you're staying long. Reach it forward. And then we take the twist, just as you did in the lunge. Elbow comes to the top of the thigh. Now look down at your knees, try to level them off. They might not get exactly level, that's just your body's anatomy, it's okay. But just keep working on pressing the hip back. Maybe stay here. Drop the booty a little lower, lift the chest. Maybe fly the arms. Spread your wings. Maybe you move into a side crow if that's in your practice. Hands will come down. Chaturanga in the arms. Your right knee will come to the right tricep. Elbows point straight back. I'm going to dump my head into the dog. You can stay right here. Or start to lengthen the legs. Hold that for a couple rounds of breath. Releasing back into your chair twist. We'll meet here together in 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, reach to that chair pose. Exhale, hands through heart, hinge and fold, let that go. Toe heel the feet out to shoulder width distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Gorilla pose, maybe peace fingers wrap around your big toes. Or maybe you slide your palms underneath the soles of the feet. Generous bend in the knees, lengthen the neck. Let your elbows point out to the side. Start to shift the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Give your toes a little wiggle, massaging up the wrists. You know we've got side curl one more time. So get that juicy massage here. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe out. Remove your hands from toes or underneath the feet. Go ahead and close the feet back up. Hip width distance or big toes touch. Rise, half lift, reset. Belly stay strong. Forward fold, breathe out. Sweep it up, chair pose. Hug the inner thighs in. Shift the weight into the heels. Stay strong and active through your core. Reaching the hands high. Palms connect. Draw your thumbs to your heart space. Sit a little bit lower. We're going to move into the twist. I'm going to turn to the opposite side. Elbow to the side of your thigh. Drop your booty below the heart. And then same thing, you're going to twist from those low ribs. Remember when you were lying on your back and you had your hands there? Take the twist from that space. Crown of head is reaching forward. Core is staying strong. You can stay here. Spread your wings and fly. Hug the shoulder blades. If you'd like to move into side curl, feel free. Hands come down, fingers are wide. Start to shift your weight onto your tricep. Maybe lunge. Maybe lengthen the legs. All just options. If they don't feel good, leave it out. Who cares? It's your practice. No one's watching. 3 rounds of breath and we'll meet here in our twist. Come back to the twist when you're ready. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, hinge and fold, dive it down. Nice job, you guys. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, tiny ball. Hands down. Lift your heels high. Soften your hips all the way to your heels. Try to squeeze everything towards midline. Lift your heels as high as you can. Maybe you spider tip your fingers. Maybe you wrap forearms around the shins. Feel your breath between the shoulder blades. All right, you guys, slowly lift your head. From here, we're just gonna drop down to our seat. Hands come to your sides. Gently come down to your booty. Wiggle your hips up so you're about halfway up your mat. Make sure that you have space to lie your head down. We'll reach our arms forward. A little bit of Pilates work here to get down to our spine. If you want to skip it, just drop down to your forearms and lie down. Otherwise, you're hollowing out your belly, slightly tucking the chin towards your chest, and try to draw your hips closer towards your face. Hold it here. Lean back just a little bit more. See if you can find your challenge zone. You're feeling that fire in your core. Hug the inner thighs towards one another. They don't have to touch, but just feel that energy. Now we're going to move our arms while we're holding this in our torso. Arms to the side. Air clap, bring it in. Open. Bring it in. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Last one. Pause with your arms forward. Now take it all the way down, peeling bone by bone onto your mat. Feeling the lumbar, the thoracic, the shoulder tips, and then your head. Reach your mat. I'm going to face you. Once you arrive on your back, draw the knees in towards your chest. Take a little sway, side to side. All right, you guys. Go ahead and release the left foot down. Recline figure 4. Place your right ankle on top of the left thigh. Goal post your arms. We've been here before. Palms face up, fingernails pressed down. This is going to feel real good after that chair series. Start to find a twist. Coming back to a twist on our spines, releasing the legs exactly as they are to the left side of your body. Maybe the gaze falls to the right if that feels okay. Try to point your kneecap up towards the sky rather than down. And then you're going to press the side of the thigh forward to deepen the stretch and feel a little bit more sensation in the outer hip area. Come back to the breath. Maybe even take one of your hands to your belly or both to the ribs. Even here in this twist, hands are wrapping around the low ribs if you're taking that. See if you can send your breath into your palms. I want you to think of your ribs expanding to the side and then contracting, drawing them together as you breathe out. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Gaze up. Shin parallel towards the sky. Release, we'll just switch that out. Opposite ankle comes on top, keeping your arms in a goalpost or a T variation, whichever suits you. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, find your variation of twist. You need to wiggle your hips. Feel free, take a moment to settle in. Kneecap points up. Try to press the side of your thigh forward. You'll get a little more sensation in the outer hip. And then any gaze that feels comfortable on your neck. It can be to the opposite side of the legs or the same side if that feels better today. Two rounds of breath. Imagining the ribs. Inhale, ribs spread. Exhale, ribs contract. Unwind, bring the shin parallel towards the sky. Gently remove the ankle from the thigh. Both knees will pull in towards the chest and start to draw some circles on the ceiling with the knees. You can draw the hands to the shin or behind the knees or just keep them off to the side. I find it's easier for me to not grab my legs so I can draw bigger circles. But however you feel chin. Notice the length in the back of the neck, even here on our spine. Rather than tilting the chin up, we want to draw it down so we've got our head over the ribs and the ribs over the pelvis. Releasing the pressure from the hands if you still have it. Let's just take a gentle sway from side to side. Rock your baby. Finding stillness when you're ready. Bringing your hands to your outer thighs. Start to close your legs like a book. We're going to end in a seat today. If you'd like to stay here on your back and move into your Shavasana, please feel free to do so. If you're coming with me, just gently start to rock your way up to a comfortable seat, ending exactly how we began. Crisscross applesauce in the legs. Palms resting down on the thighs. Close your eyes or soften the gaze. Try to find that length in the spine first. Tailbone is reaching down. Heart is slightly lifted towards the sky. Imagine a string just pulling you up. Ears are over your shoulders. Take your left hand to your heart. Take the right hand on top of the left. Feel the energy, the heat from your palms transferring to your heart. Soaking up that good energy from your practice. Allow your heart to receive it. Take that energy with you through the rest of your day. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys do that one more time on your own, even if you're on your back. Inhale, slow for 4. Exhale, even slower, maybe 8. Releasing the palms down to your thighs. Ground. Noticing the changes that you're experiencing in your physical body. Noticing the changes that you experience with just 60 minutes of movement in the mind and the soul. Breathe in, expand your ribs. Open mouth, exhale. Blinking the eyes open, or you can keep them closed. Thank you guys so much for being here. It is such an honor to be able to support your practice, even from very far away. I love you guys. I miss you. I can't wait to see you again on your mats. Until then, love you. Namaste.